Hello, this is a message from the universe. She is waiting and so ready and happy to send you exactly what you want, exactly what you need. Hold to your standards, hold to your boundaries. She is just waiting for you to open, to surrender, to receive those gifts. I've been having such a beautiful day today. I wanted to come on and share some of my light and my love with you because it's booming right now. How are you all doing today? Of course, if you want to share any questions or anything you have for me, I'd be so glad and happy to answer them. I just finished filming a module for my intoxication program, and I always get so intoxicated afterwards. It's when I come on and I just feel so bright and shining, and I'm just loving sharing this light and love with you. I had an amazing thing happen today, and what I want to remind you is be careful of those little thoughts because they are manifesting everything. So one of the things that I did today, thank you, Hutchie's Travel, says he loves my work. I love sharing it with you. So I had this experience where there's a fly that's coming around. I had this experience where when I was leaving LA and Malibu, I said to the universe, if you want me to go back into media or TV, then send me something. And today I opened my email and there was this casting that, like, literally a casting director reached out to me for the exact thing that I put out into the universe, because as some of you know, I was once on reality TV and it was about creating a new society with 15 people, and now I'm doing that in real life. And what I loved about that is I was able to just be myself, and that's the only thing I can be, right, is myself. So when I was thinking of like, well, what could I possibly do? I thought, well, maybe it's some kind of reality show where there's transformation and personal development, and I can just be a coach, which is what I am. And that's exactly what it was for. So I died laughing. And I can't share the details, of course, it's confidential, but we'll see if that manifests and pans out. If it doesn't, that's okay, because I always trust that the universe is sending to me the people and the things and the situations that are meant for me. And sometimes that means saying goodbye to people and inviting new ones in. And I recently am going through that right now in my life, of even having a transition of different people and different situations. And it's beautiful, actually. I'm loving that my tribe is changing and the people in my life are changing. And as I move to different parts of the planet, I'll meet new people. And it's a reminder to you, sometimes we do have to shed people, and that's okay. And we can do it in a loving way. Sometimes it is consciously that we say goodbye, of you were great in my life and now it's time to go, which I always recommend for romantic uncoupling. And sometimes it can just be a gradual fade out with friends that are no longer in alignment, and that's okay too, And the other thing I wanted to share about today was about boundaries and knowing what our standards are for different things in life. And that can be so someone says, who are you coaching? So as you guys know, or some of you know, I work with people one-to-one. I also have a women's program. I have a mentorship. I also have my newest program called Intoxication, and that's a group online experience. So I have different levels through which people work with me. Currently, my work is completely online. And it's probably going to be that way for a little while. I may host a retreat or something. And then, of course, I share my free content here, my thoughts of wisdom, my words from my heart, and that's what this Instagram account is about. And it's like a form of free coaching. You can take what resonates with you, leave the rest, knowing that sometimes things will trigger. And I know that happened for my last IGTV post where I posted about luxury. And actually, I want to talk about that too. That this is actually a good space to talk about that. But what I was talking about going back to our boundaries, so this is a coaching advice in general in life, is it's really important to hold our boundaries, because when we don't, things can get murky, and understand, like, communication can lapse, or our expectations aren't met. So I always recommend that if you have a standard or you need something to be a certain way that works for you, it's important to stick with that. Because if not, you know, it's like you're going against yourself when you go against your own boundaries. So let's say if you have a certain requirement when it comes to hanging out with your friends or something, then, you know, let's say for me, I really like sobriety, and I prefer to be around people that are also sober, because we can just get high on life together. And anytime that I went back on that and was like, oh, it's not a big deal, sure you can drink, or sure you can do whatever you want to do, I felt the energy of the space change, and I didn't feel comfortable, and then I just ended up leaving, and it created a disconnection. So that's a perfect example. Thankfully, that one hasn't been in a while, because I now stick to that boundary. But I had to learn through certain moments of discomfort, and so it's just a little reminder to really allow yourself the permission to honor your own boundaries. And sometimes that means saying no and being really clear about what you will allow in your life. So thank you guys for all your sweet messages. So the other thing I want to share about is the controversy. I'm always causing these controversies. The controversy about my last IGTV video where I posted about luxury. So I want to go a little deeper into that, because some people took it that I was talking about like greed or materialism, and that's not true. Actually, today in my intoxication program, we went deeper into that, into a whole hour of talking about the spiritual connection of luxury, and luxury just being another name for the vibration of things, and the vibration of those things being a high vibration. And for me, luxury means, because it could mean different things to different people. For me, it's what I feel expands my soul. It's what I feel when I look at something, it looks beautiful and I feel so happy it's in my life. It's about quality. It's not about quantity. And so these are different things, and to me they represent nice, which means minimalist, made from nice materials, etc. So and the truth is that it's having an attachment to those things. And I've been on a whole journey around the world, and I once was a medical doctor and was living in New York City and living this really luxurious life and going to all the best restaurants and clubs and all this stuff. And then I left that all. And there were times that I was like sleeping in a hammock in the jungle in the Amazon with like a shaman family that like didn't even have running water, and there was no beds. Everyone slept in a hammock, and there was bugs, and you know, even still cooking with like firewood. So I really went through a phase where I like renounced materialism, and I was like, well, I can just live in nature naked and I don't need anything. And then I came full circle to realize that the manifestation of material things is just an expression of our energy, and we can choose to go, oh my gosh. Oh my God, I have an old friend here that I met in Montenegro, and I didn't realize it was my friend. So I'm just getting distracted just to finish that thought. Yeah, actually, I think in Montenegro it was still like the boating life and the fun life. So yeah, that was before all the jungle trips, I believe. So yeah, it's funny how we come full circle. So then having gone on a spiritual journey, you end up realizing that you don't need things, but it's nice to have them, and you can have them if you want to. And it's your desire and worth if you choose it. And it's about that. It's about feeling worthy of being able to receive something. But it's also about knowing that you have the power to bring anything into your life, whether it's a material thing, whether it's money, and to be unattached when you do receive it. And that's just a little taste of what I shared in my program. And I hope that clarifies that video. And it was also about making choices from an abundant place and not scarcity. So I just wanted to come on and share those things. And of course, as you all know, like, I come from this place of love and really wanting to see you all shine and live your best selves and be your best selves. And any way I can support that. And sometimes triggers happen, especially when we talk about things that can be touchy. And for everyone, those touchy things are different. It depends on you and your upbringing, and it depends on where your traumas are and the challenges you've had. And we're all on a journey of healing and transformation. So I thank you all so much for being here. I always love coming on and sharing time and space with you. If you want to spend more time with me like this, then I invite you to join my intoxication program. I'm still accepting people in. You can catch all the replays. And I invite you to today, something for you to do is choose something that makes you feel good, whatever it is. Whatever will be that medicine to your soul and your being. It can be anything. It can be something you eat. It could be something you do. It could be someone you talk to, somewhere you go. I invite you to really allow yourself this time to feel good, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to feel good. And transformation can happen through feeling good too. So I send you all so much love. Wish you a beautiful day, and thank you for being here. It's always such a pleasure.